Monday evening, a bit cloudy and a bit windy, but I don't mind that. Normally the digging improves when there's a bit of a breeze, but I've come down. I've got to get a few orders for the weekend. We've got a 2-day boat competition, so and the tides as the week progresses are a bit late in the evening, because I've obviously got to go bait digging, then wrap them, then get up for work the next morning. So I'm trying to dig what I can now, and tonight is meant to be a super moon, but I'm hoping that this sky clears a bit and we get a chance to see it while we're out digging. So we'll see how the evening goes. Bit slippery here, but we're a bit early. It's only a point, I think it's a 0.95 tonight, which for down here at Pett is not really a big tide, but we should get enough worms. We'll see how the evening goes. But I think we're the only ones down here. One of the sandbanks has opened up, but we're still in pretty close to the beach, so. But I say the beach changes here every day. I mean, 1 minute that gully would be really narrow. Now look at it, it's massive, and the amount of sand it's covering up. Give it another half hour, 3/4 hour, they should open up. There should be a bit more sand. But there ain't an awful lot of casts here at the moment. There's a few, not a lot, but there's a sandbank out there, probably about 30-40 yards out, that normally shows around 1.2 meters. So I'm hoping to try and get on that sandbank and do a bit of digging. But that's where that water's breaking out there at the moment. That's where I want to be. I just rebuilt the bait pumps. As I say, I put some new top caps in, new seals, a new bit of copper. But I think the biggest tip that I've given people who are learning to bait dig is put a bit of tape on. I'm only doing this just to show you, so as I'm recording you'll be able to see the kind of depth that I'm going. So we're going to put that at about 10 inches deep, put it around there. So this is probably my best tip for people in this area here. With this tip you can't go really wrong, it stops you going too deep. So there you go, I'll put a bit of tape on there about 10 inches deep, because a lot of people who are new to bait pumping, they normally stick the pump in here, sometimes this deep, and then they wonder why they don't get no worms. So just putting that indicator on there does make it a bit easier for the beginner. I mean, you know, the pros, they won't even think about putting that on there, but it has helped a lot of people out. And it really, just to show you, as we're digging, you'll see the kind of depths that I'm going. Pump's nice and loose. Let's go and give it a go. As I said, we're a bit early, but we'll see how we get on. There we go. Let's start. So that's the depth, as you can see there now. That's what we're after. I get asked a lot, how do I know where to pump on the worms? Well, down this particular part of the beach, can you hear the seagulls there? They're screaming for bait. But down on this particular part of the beach, the casts, you don't see no blowholes like you do. I mean, I look at other people's videos and you see them where they're putting the pump in and they're sucking on the blowhole to get the worm out. Where down this part of the coast, you don't get that, it's just a cast. And people ask me, how do you know where to put the pump? A lot of it's luck, and obviously time and practice. But normally I put the pump about 3-4 inches behind the cast, sometimes further away. And then about 10 inches deep, that kind of depth. And just pump smoothly. I say, you see so many people, they put the pump in and they rip the hell out of the pump, and it don't work. You watch someone who's really good at it and they're just be smooth and just go a nice steady pace. that sandbank we was waiting for. See it just starting to appear. You might think to yourself, you know, we're getting on it too early, but we're not. We get over there and the worms, they should be popping straight away. So it's not a massive sandbank. Just got to make sure this ain't too sinky as we go across here. Oh, getting a bit deep. There's casts already, and the water's only just cleared the sandbank. So we're I'm just going to set the camera up. Well, we've got quite a few casts here already, so I'm just going to set the camera up. So the difference, I don't know if it's because the water just left the sandbank, they're still shallow or what, but this tiny little sandbank does produce a few worms. It's getting them, but it's not quite enough suction here, not for me anyway. So all I'm going to do, get it, clean the pump out. So it's pretty loose. Look, I've dropped the handle, isn't it? A bit too loose for me. So all I'm going to do is put that in there, give it a quarter of a turn, and that stopped the handle sliding. Now it feels like there's a bit more suction there. That quarter of a turn can be the difference between getting the worms and not getting them. Just giving that a little bit more pressure. There you go, it's made a big difference for me already. Getting the worms a lot easier now, but it's just quarter of a turn. See, I mean, look at that worm. The tail's bigger than the worm. There's only one thing that's good for: feed the seagulls. That's the only problem when you rebuild your pump. You know, when you've been using it all week, you've got it set up. So I don't slacken my pumps off when I'm finished with it for the day. It's a case of like, wash the pump out and then throw it straight in the motor. So there's no wash out liquid. I'll pull it straight out the back of the car, dip it in a puddle on the way down, and then crack on with the pumping. Our car's starting to show. It won't be long before I put the old camera on the pump. I just think it gives you a better detail of how it actually works, and you get to see how far behind the cast we actually are. See, look at that. That was stuck up the pump. See the little stones? They can destroy your pump. Okay, so we're going to make our way down to the water, see if they're any easier here. As you can see, there's plenty of casts. There's also plenty of seagulls. Right, so the idea is, that's your cast there. Pump's about 3 or 4 inches behind, 10 inches. A little bit of a worm. Bad. I'm hoping you can see that marker. I'll try and clear it off. Okay, pump loads of ton with this camera on there. See, better worm. So I'm about 22 degrees, about 3-4 inches. That's it. I mean, look, there's, just give you an idea how far away I am. Yeah, it's about 4 inches there. You have to try and pump the other way so the wind ain't into the mic. I apologise if there's any wind noise. But as you can see, I've turned around now. And it don't matter what way you face. If you get the distance and the suction right, you'll get them. See, now I'm facing the other way, just to prove a point. That's where the wind is, that way, coming from the west. I've turned around now to the east, just to stop the wind going into the mic. Hopefully not so bad. So I do apologise. Now I'm going to face the sea, just to try and prove a point. There you go. Don't matter what way you face. There's the sea. Now we're going to go the other side. There you go. See, doesn't matter what way you go. There's no one direction to get the worms. So if you get that pump in the right place, and I say get that suction right, don't matter what direction you go, you're going to get them worms. Oh look, oh man, just missed it. He just made that coil. Let's see if we can get him. No. Oh, there we go, we got him. Just concentrate on getting that depth right. I think, let's say, for me, I think that one tip of that bit of tape, the simple tip like that, has helped so many different people down here. I hope I've proved the point that you haven't got to worry about the direction. But I've got to get a few worms now. We've got a few in the bucket there, and a few more there. So I don't know, it might be about 20, 25 there. But I've got to crack on. So I'll see you all later. Well, I've got a few. Not as many as I wished. Just washed up in the old rock pool. I bumped into a few friends down there, and spent quite a bit of time talking instead of bait pumping. But it's been a good day. It's been a good evening. We've got a few worms, so I'm happy with that. And I've helped a couple of people get some worms. So that's what it matters. That's all it's about, helping each other. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you all later.